Yo guys, what's up? This is Bahr with BahrCreative, and this week I'm going to show you how to figure out if you're getting fair pricing on eBay, Reverb, wherever you do your online shopping for used gear. And also it's a way for you not only to know if you're buying it at a fair price, but also if you're selling it at a fair price. And I'll tell you why that's important in a second. If you're interested, check it out. Okay, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to open a brand new eBay window, obviously. And in this case, the way that this all came about was basically I was trying to sell three things that I had. I had a monologue synth, which you guys saw the video and got a lot of dislikes on that. I think there were some synth purists out there that just hated me for that. And then I had the Korg vocal beats, which that was pretty awesome, but since I got rid of the monologue, I was like, well, I kind of don't need this thing anymore, because those were the only two pieces of analog equipment I have right now, aside from guitars and stuff. And then the third thing was an MPD 226 that I just got rid of because I just wasn't using it. So I was like, all right, I can turn these three things into a Native Instruments S61. So I'll start to type this, and since I've already done searches on this, you can see it's in my recent search, and actually the MPD was as well. So let me go ahead and click that. Native Instruments S61. It's a MIDI controller by Native Instruments. Pretty awesome. And I didn't know how much I should be paying for this. Like, I saw a lot of them. And as I was going, I was like, you know what? Maybe, is there a way for me to figure out what the fair market value would be for this thing? In other words, like, what is fair pricing on a Native Instruments S61? And so what I discovered is after you do the search, you're going to get all of the active listings in eBay, and what you can do is you can scroll down, and on the left hand side on the bottom there is a sold listings button. And so I click on that, and this is going to show me all of the S61s that have been sold on eBay in a recent history. You can see the dates. This is February 20 something, and you can see these are relatively recent. So what I do is normally I'll go through these and I'll just write these down on paper, but for the sake of this video, let's go half screen, and I already got this kind of spreadsheet set up, and I just kind of put rough pricing in. So 262 plus 45, let's just say 300 for that one. Okay, and so I'm going to start to actually take all the pricing down, and I'm including shipping in it, because that way you know what the total price is going to be with your item and the shipping already included. So this first one, 300, and the second one is actually a Mark II, so that's not what I'm actually looking for. So I'm going to skip that one. You can see the price is a lot higher. This one says the best offer was accepted. So sometimes, unless I don't have a lot of these, like if I have a ton, like this time I got a bunch, I'm going to go ahead and skip that because I don't know what it actually sold for. The next one, 255 and 35, so that's basically 290. We'll say 290. God, I'm so bad at math in my head. Like, I literally have to write this down, guys. That's how bad it is. But 290, I'm going with it. 285 and 1350. Why don't we just call that 15 plus 285? So another one for 300, and this is shipping including. So included, I'm including the shipping on these. 325 and 55. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and populate a list here, and I'm gonna do the total cost plus the shipping cost, and when I get that done, we'll come on back and see what I've done with it. Okay, so I went ahead and I did 10 of these, all right? So you get the idea. So normally I would just do this on paper, and then I would add them up and divide how many I have, and that gives me the average, just like back in middle school math class or whatever. But since I did this on a spreadsheet, I'm just going to have the spreadsheet do it. But what you can see is I've gone through and I've written down all the prices, not all of them, but for 10 items. So I figure that's enough to give me a fair estimate. And so what I can do is I'm just going to get the average of these. Since I did this in a spreadsheet, I'm just going to tell the spreadsheet to do the average. So equals average. I'll click on this and say, yeah, do that for these. And so you can see the fair market price is $343.60. So in other words, $343.60, and there should be a zero on here. Let's make these into dollars. $343.60 would be the average of 10 of these. So I know that if I'm going to buy an S61, I need to get it around that price. And you can see the range. I mean, it looks like the cheapest one was $290 and the most expensive one was $405. So anywhere in this range, you know, with this kind of as the target would be okay. All right, so I knew I had to get something around that cost. And so the one that I was looking at I was actually on reverb.com, which is like eBay for music stuff. And the guy had it at $350 plus $100 for shipping. And so I knew that this was like what eBay is supporting, around $350. And, you know, he said it was in pretty great condition and stuff. And so I said, hey, man, on there you can do a best offer. And I said, hey, I'll give you $350 for everything, shipping and the unit. And I told him, like, this is what they're going for on eBay, and he took it. And so I actually got $100 off just by knowing what things are actually priced at. So that's if you're trying to buy and you want to know what they cost. But what if you're selling? You can do the same thing. So I just sold an MPD 226, and this is one of the things that I sold to get that controller. And so here we go. Let's blow this up full screen again, and I have my sold listings checked. Now that's the other thing. You're gonna have to take this off to see active listings if you do a new search, but as long as you're kind of in the same session, you can keep it checked. And so I could do the same exact thing again. I'm not gonna take you through that, but I would include the price and the shipping, and then I just get, like, you know, 5 to 10 of these, and I just get the average, and then I know, okay, cool. So what I discovered when I did this is that like right around 120 was where they were going. I think it was actually 115. And so I said, all right, well, let me just try it for 120 because that's pretty close, and mine was in really good shape. And the thing sold in less than a week. The other two things, the monologue and the vocal beats, did the same thing, and they sold within 24 hours. It was crazy. And it was all because I knew what the fair market value was for each of those. So here it is, guys. I hope this video was helpful. Basically, I just wanted to show you how you could use the sold listings in eBay to figure out how much you can sell your equipment for and how much you can buy it for at a fair price, you know, at some kind of fair level. And the advantage for selling is that you know what the fair price is, and if you price it there, and I usually do free shipping. And there's another little trick that I do too. So let me go back to this spreadsheet. So if, like, let's say I had this and I was trying to sell it, and I said, all right, 340-360 is a fair market. If this thing's in great shape, maybe I'll try to get 360 for it or something, but maybe I want to get rid of this thing and I just want to sell it. I know it's in great shape. I know it's a good deal. Maybe what I would do is sell it for 350. All right. But instead of putting 350 in on eBay, I'm actually going to price it at 349.97, and I'm going to do it with free shipping. And here's why. I already included shipping in my costs when I did my, you know, first analysis here. I took all the numbers. I did the total value, like the shipping and the unit. And so if you price it at like let's say you're trying to get 350, instead of putting 350 in, put 349.97. And the reason for that is, look, all these end with zeros, okay, or 99 or 95. You don't see any that have a 97. And so if you price your thing with 97 cents at the end of it, it automatically stands out, and people are like, why is this one 97? Like, is it different? Like, is this shop different? What's the deal? And I did that on my listings, and they sold ultra quick. And then the other thing that I did was I put the free shipping on, because that way the person knows, hey, this is the total price. And the free shipping also helps it stand out. The other thing I did is, instead of auction listings, because sometimes you can get burned on an auction, they're really good for buyers, but I don't know about sellers. Like, unless you don't care how much you make, the, you know, set price with a best offer option, I think, is the best when you're trying to recover some money. So yeah, that's how you do this. That's how you can figure out what the fair market value is for your stuff that you're either trying to acquire or sell. And super easy tip. That's how I did it. That's how I turned old stuff into new stuff. And I hope this is helpful for you guys. This is Bahr with BahrCreative, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for the love, everybody. See you next time.